No, 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 no. Oh. Today, I'm faced with something that we've all come across. An oil leak. And for those of you that are new to the channel, this is my 1980 Volkswagen pickup imported from California. It is in the beautiful mountain green colour, which is what drew me to this vehicle in the first place. And what makes it so special is they only did this colour for 1 year, 1980. Before I got this, I had a 1985 Mark I Caddy, which I did a lot of work on. And I actually wanted to turn that Caddy into this. Same colour, same bits and bobs. Anyway, luckily, the real McCoy turned up in the UK and someone had it for sale. I don't know why you'd want to get rid of this, but anyway, the seller agreed to do a straight swap for my Mark I Caddy, and you can bet I documented the whole thing. If this is the first time you're watching this channel, there's one thing you should know about me, and when it comes to this truck, is that everything at the moment is on such a tight budget. So last year I quit my job as a postman and became an apprentice carpenter. So you can imagine I took a massive pay cut, which makes things quite difficult when you're trying to keep a classic vehicle still on the road. But nonetheless, I just got to keep thinking big picture. I'm saying all this to give the new guys some context. This is my daily vehicle. I know a lot of people online don't agree with that, but quite frankly, I don't give a what people think. So yeah, I use this for work. I use it every single day. If something does go wrong, I have to fix it there and then, so it's ready the next day. That being said, let's get this thing jacked up and see what's going on.
There's an oil leak under my pickup, black halo around my boots. Dripping slow on broken gravel, like it's bleeding through the roots. Volkswagen Mark I mountain green, parked crooked by the shed. Rust rings on the driveway, receipts stacked by the bed. We pour our paychecks in these wheels till the bank account runs dry. Make them worthy of the road, while the road just cracks and lies. Pay to pass, pay to park, pay to breathe. This busted dust, our vehicles carry fate, but these roads don't earn our trust, don't know. Inspection man counts my scars, every bulb and every line. I patch it, fix it, shine it, steals the street, swallows my time. Volkswagen Mark I mountain green, coughing as it creeps. Oil leaks on a crater lane, like we're driving over sheep. We pour our paychecks in these wheels till the bank account runs dry. Make them worthy of the road, while the road just cracks and lies. Pay to pass, pay to park, pay to roll through rust and stone. Our rides are road.
If you are new to the channel and you're not sure what Old Volks Supply is, then allow me to educate you. Old Volks Supply is a clothing brand that I started a few years ago now, and the main goal was to feature different Volkswagens on the back of shirts, like this one for example, and a lot of them are in collaboration with some of the owners in the community. Like the one I'm wearing right now is Tom's Mark II Polo. Now over the years we have released a ton of different designs featuring different old Volkswagens, and we continue to put out new designs each year. So have a look at the website. It's oldvolks.shop. We've changed a few things to make it easier to navigate around. We do ship worldwide, and we've just put a whole bunch of different items on sale, so make sure you click the sale tab and have a look. So if you'd like a t-shirt with an old Volkswagen on the back, maybe you have a Mark I Caddy or a Jetta, a Polo or a Golf, or whatever Volkswagen you want on the back of a shirt, then go to oldvolks.shop. Get yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie. We do those as well. And you'll be massively supporting what we're trying to do here. Well, I've put 2 litres of old oil back in and no leaks. Interestingly, the sump plug wasn't tight. I've smacked the road due to a pothole, and I'm thinking it smacked the plug and it's just knocked it out loose, if that makes sense. I know most people would use 5W40, but this was on offer in Tesco for like £20. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So, we're just going to use this. I've used 5W30 before, so. Getting dark now. See, that's the trouble with like having a full-time job and trying to film a YouTube video as soon as you finish work, and it's like March and it just gets dark at like 5, half 5. It's like I'll try and film something, I'll be so psyched all day about, oh, I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, but the quality obviously suffers because 1, I'm doing this in a car park, and 2, it gets dark and the video looks all grainy and horrible. So I apologize, but hopefully one day it gets better. I'd love a unit. How sick would a unit be? I see like some of my favorite YouTubers have units like the Mighty Car Mods, the Polo Shed, so many other people that I watch. I'm like, oh, I really want a unit. That'd be so ideal, wouldn't it? Not have to worry about noise, not have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? The noise pollution around here is ridiculous. People just bomb down this street and it's like a 30 and people do like a 50. It's just crazy. So to have a unit is the ideal goal, really. So I can film my YouTube videos, have loads of light, no noise, and a place to call my own. That's the sump. That's the sump plug right there, and nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna just drive away in it just yet. I'm gonna leave that overnight, see if I wake up with a leak. All right, I've just finished work. I'm on my way home. I've been told by Chloe that there is a parcel waiting for me at home. I am certain that it is the brand new replacement oil sump for the truck. Ah, nice. Basically, Chloe, these get sold sometimes with a hole here. They haven't cut the hole out. See, some people, some eBay sellers sell this. This is a shallow sump for the PD130, the 1.9 TDI. Looks all scratched up there. What's that about?
Probably just in the making process.
Anyway, some of them put a hole there, but well, I think it's something to do with the oil sensor or something. Some people sell them on eBay and they advertise them without the hole. Like this. This is how it should be. And then they sell them with a hole, and then people get upset and they have to like blank them off. I'll put the listing in the description below. Hopefully they're a regular seller. Just a reminder, if you are in the UK, we've got some really cool camping weekends we'd love for you to be a part of. So this is your official invitation, your sign to get your shitbox ready for this year's events. And I'm going to tell you them right now. Now, I have already made a very detailed video on how to get signed up on these events, which you can watch right here. And we would love for you to come to at least one of these events. The first event coming up is Wheels for Wales. We're going to be doing Friday to Monday with the big event happening on the Sunday. Here's the dates. The next event after that is going to be the Mast Rally in Yorkshire, which is a tractor pulling rally. It's free camping if you're on the old Volks Supply club stand. That's going to be Friday to Sunday. Here's the dates. The next event is going to be Caddy Campers Cornwall. That's going to be Thursday to Sunday, and probably one of the biggest events this year, especially if you have a Mark 1 caddy. Here's the dates. And finally, we are doing a road trip, a massive road trip from the UK to Wolfsburg, Nürburgring, and back again. There's so much more detail in the video that I linked before. And of course, you will have to join the Caddy Campers Facebook group to be part of it. Links below. Let me just clear something up. You do not need a Mark 1 caddy to come to these events. Obviously, the Caddy Campers events, the majority of people will be bringing their Mark 1 caddy, but we welcome all old Volkswagens just the same. If you have a specific question about any events, please do let me know in the comments below, because maybe other people are wondering the same thing. We always have such a good time at these events, and by giving you the dates, it does give you that incentive. It gives you almost like a deadline to get your project vehicle ready and come and hang out with us for the whole weekend. It's going to be really good. Now, I should also mention a lot of mechanically inclined people do come to these events. So if you are someone like me that is not mechanically inclined and you do not have 100% faith that your vehicle will make it or something's going to go wrong, you're going to break down, trust me, there's so many people that are willing to help out. Loads of tools, loads of spare parts that people bring. Like, if someone has an issue with something, everyone sort of flocks over and tries to fix it. It's happened before. So if you are someone who is worried, maybe you haven't driven your vehicle over 100 miles before or whatever, and you are someone who is worried, like, everyone that comes to these events has got your back. Like, even if you're brand new to, if this is your first time, everyone will have your back. And that's one of the beautiful things about Caddy Campers. If someone has a problem, everyone flocks over and fixes it. It's yeah, just to put your mind at ease. If you don't have faith in your vehicle like me, there's so many people that are willing to help out. It's such an amazing little thing we've built. It's awesome. Okay, it has been a few days. I've driven the truck every single day to and from work, and we have absolutely no oil leaks. So I need to explain what actually happened. I was driving down the road, a road that I wouldn't normally drive down, and all of a sudden one wheel went into a pothole and the oil sump smacked the ground. Like, I'm talking bang. It must have knocked the oil sump plug loose. That's why it was so easy to undo when I did the oil change. That's what I predict anyway. That's what I'm hoping, is it was just the plug got knocked loose. I couldn't see any holes. As you can see, the sump is just full of scrapes and scratches. No holes that we know of and pray of. I'll just give you guys a quick little example of the road quality that we have here on the Isle of Wight. You've got things like this, you know, look at it. I mean, these are tiny compared to the road that I went down, but it's pretty bad. Like, I'm not entirely sure if, like, the council / government have just given up, or they're using, like, taxpayers' money on other things instead of road maintenance. It might not look it right now, but this road is hella bumpy. When you're trying to drive on it, this will really test your suspension, especially this little ridge right here. What's also funny is comparing roads in the UK to roads in America where it's all nice and flat. This is just a joke. I'm just glad there's no more oil leaks, although I had to fork out £40 for a brand new oil sump, which I didn't even need, but at least now I have as a spare. Isn't it funny how we spend so much money, so much time and effort into keeping our old vehicles roadworthy, you know, making sure they're safe for the roads, but the roads aren't even worthy of our vehicles. Work that out. Anyway, I'm off to sell a kidney. To see more videos like this, and sometimes better ones, then make sure you hit subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed it. And remember, everything in 2026 is content.
Inspection man counts my scars, every bulb and every line. I patch it, fix it, shine it, still the street, swallow.